Living in the quiet town of Willowdale, there's a young guy named Luther Strode. But hold on, he's not your regular Joe. Luther has a talent that's pretty weird, yet seriously impressive. Imagine being able to twist and turn your body like a rubber band or lift crazy heavy stuff without breaking a sweat. It's like a circus act, but there's more to it than meets the eye. Luther's got something special going on, something that's not all fun and games. Is he even the superhero we think he is, or is he just plain evil? Spoiler alert, he kills his mom. Okay, he does it accidentally. Chill. Keep watching to find out more. Before we go into our explanation, we have a very small request. If you like our content, please support us by subscribing to our channel. This is a small click for you, but for us, it means a lot. Thank you, let's begin. Who is Luther Strode? What does he look like? Luther Strode is a fictional character and the protagonist of the comic book series The Strange Talent of Luther Strode, created by writer Justin Jordan and artist Tradd Moore. Luther Strode made his first appearance in 2011 and quickly gained a following for his unique origin story and distinctive personality. Imagine a teenager of ordinary height with an almost fragile-looking physique, a frame that may be taken for weakness at first glance. But don't be fooled. Hidden under that humble demeanor is an ability that surpasses all expectations. Luther's origin story is as humble as it gets. He's the quintessential skinny kid, the kind you'd find huddled in the corner of the library, engrossed in comic books or engrossed in some video game escapade. He's not the poster child for athleticism, and his presence doesn't exactly scream action hero. Instead, he's introverted, a tad socially awkward, and spends more time in his own imagination than in the company of peers. The first installment of the series explores Luther's origins, which centers on a seemingly innocent choice to order a muscle-building program from a comic book advertisement. He orders the Hercules method out of frustration to finally gain some admiration and to get his high school bullies away from him. His life is completely changed by this seemingly harmless decision. Luther follows the program's directions and puts himself through rigorous physical training, unintentionally developing a remarkable talent. His strength, agility, and capacity for regeneration are dramatically increased by the routine, which awakens a dormant superhuman power. The stark contrast between his lengthy appearance and his newfound power is both comical and astounding. He sounds kinda like the Hulk without the inexplicable rage. One of the fundamental aspects of Luther's personality is the dramatic difference between his outward look and his inner skills. He struggles with this dichotomy and frequently turns to humor to help him deal with the absurdity of the circumstances. His thin personality turns into a source of both power and weakness, generating a special fusion of relatability and fascination. He sounds a lot like Peter Parker if you think about it. What is Hercules method? How does he learn about Hercules method? The Hercules method is a special idea in Luther Strode's story that changes him from regular to amazing. This method is different from normal ways of getting strong, as it promises not only muscles, but also incredible abilities. Luther's introduction to the Hercules method is serendipitous, occurring during one of his routine visits to the local library. Amidst the shelves of books and mundane surroundings, he stumbles upon the unconventional fitness manual that seems almost out of place. The manual isn't just concerned with muscle building. Instead, it holds the key to accessing an aspect of physical power that goes beyond logical explanation. Well, now he sounds like Captain America to us. Who is this guy? As Luther immerses himself in the pages of this manual, he discovers a set of instructions that go beyond the rules of traditional exercise. The Hercules method doesn't advocate hours of mindless weightlifting or rigorous cardio routines. Rather, it is described as a method that taps into hidden potential, one that requires dedication, discipline, and an unwavering belief in the possibilities it presents. Luther, following the manual, stands for his determination to move past the ordinary and embrace the exceptional, a choice that would define him in ways he could have never imagined. Luther's evolution is based on the method's obscure beginnings and revolutionary potential. Oh, by the way, the Hercules method is based on a real book. Go ahead and try it out, if you dare. Luther can hear heartbeats beyond his vision. Luther Strode's extraordinary ability to hear things goes way beyond the regular sense of hearing. It's like he has a special radar for people, even before they step into his space. Take Petra, for example. Before she even entered his place, Luther knew she was nearby. It's as if he could sense her presence in a way that's beyond normal. And it's not just Petra. Luther's superhearing kicked in again when he faced a group of people sent by Hill. He could hear their heartbeats racing before he even saw them. Imagine knowing someone's coming before before they round the corner. That's the kind of unique skill Luther possesses. Best put, he's like a walking, talking sonar. But perhaps the most gripping showcase of his auditory prowess occurred during a critical incident involving Jack the Ripper. Luther and Petra found themselves amidst the chaos at a mall where this dangerous character was causing havoc. Luther's super hearing came into play once more. He not only detected Jack's presence in the area, but also picked up on something deeper: the heartbeats of frightened shoppers who had been spared Jack's brutality. The ability to discern the heartbeats of the terrified yet lucky individuals paints a vivid picture of Luther's sensitivity and compassion, even in the midst of a terrifying situation. Luther's super hearing isn't just about hearing sounds louder, it's a profound extension of his senses. It's as if he's tapped into a deeper connection with the world around him. In the comics, Luther is seen strolling down a busy street while appearing to be lost in reflection. He abruptly comes to a standstill in the noise of city hustle and bustle, his gaze fixed with an intensity that suggests something incredible. It goes beyond his physical transformation. It signifies an evolution in how he perceives and interacts with his surroundings. Talk about seeing things from a different perspective. Our man also hears things with a different tone. He has superhuman vision as well. Are we really surprised? In the pages of this series, this unique skill comes to life. The Hercules method, the catalyst behind Luther's transformation, somehow elevates his senses and perception to an entirely new level. Luther is able to fling objects with a level of accuracy that he's able to block the barrels of several guns during a theft. On top of that, he can sort of see through skin as well. Luther's ability to see through skin is an embodiment of this elevated perception. Although not depicted as traditional X-ray vision, Luther's ability to see through skin allows him to visualize the inner workings of the human body. This skill proves to be more than just a visual spectacle. It becomes an integral part of his encounters and interactions. One instance in the comics showcases Luther using this ability during a confrontation. He uses his heightened perception to identify the precise location of vital organs within his opponent's body, providing him with a distinct tactical advantage. He could be an underground mafia don if he wanted to. He's just too nice for it. Is it possible to reattach his severed body parts? Does he have a healing ability? Since he began working as a superhero, Luther Strode has developed an improved healing skill. Luther's healing power operates on a cellular level, granting him rapid recovery from wounds. Gunshot wound healing initially required a brief period of time. His ability to heal increased gradually to the point that, even after being disemboweled, he quickly bounced back. What's notable is that he defeated one of his rivals by using his own intestines to choke his neck. Disgusting or amazing? You tell us. He hardly gets hit by gunshots anymore, and the many knife wounds he sustains heal quickly. He can also quickly defeat paralytic poisons and resist pressure point manipulation. Luther's amazing talent is due to a built-in, unconscious self-healing system. When he consciously focuses on physical recovery, this process moves forward at its fastest. This makes him vulnerable though, and he must stop moving in order to focus well. Amazingly, Luther can heal wounds in a matter of seconds, while limb regeneration is still out of his reach. Manual reconnection, which holds the fragmented section in place, makes it possible to restore severed body parts. His mastery of cellular regulation grants him protection from diseases, defects, and inherent deficiencies that expose him to illnesses like MS or cancer. Notably, only neurotoxins pose a threat to this man. These substances can disrupt the communication between his mind and body, posing a challenge that requires time and focused effort to overcome. Although Luther can eventually counteract even this interference, given ample time and concentration. How fast is Luther? Does he have super speed ability like the Flash? Also, how is this related to him being good at mental math? Luther Strode's abilities primarily focus on exceptional healing and physical strength, rather than super speed akin to characters like the Flash. However, that doesn't mean that he's slow. Is he slower than the Flash? Yes. Is he still super fast? Also yes. Similar to other Hercules method practitioners, Luther has a skill like a precog talent that allows him to foresee the many moves that his opponents may choose to make. The librarian revealed that Luther could anticipate up to 1,000 possible choices an opponent would have, provided they lacked the special combination of abilities, though the precise usefulness is still somewhat unclear. After Luther committed the tragic crime of accidentally killing his mother, something interesting happened. He used this power against the librarian. Luther has extraordinary physical speed that is beyond the limitations of what the human eye can see, going beyond his predicting talents. He moves so quickly during battle that his opponents hardly hardly have time to react, as he appears to disappear and return behind them in an instant. In contrast to heroes like the Flash, who have superhuman speed, Luthor's speed is constrained by human limitations. Although he isn't able to travel at the speed of sound or change the passage of time like other speedster characters, his incredible agility and rapid reactions are still well within the realm of what is humanly possible when pushed to the maximum. Luthor is a mysterious and powerful hero in the world of superhuman talents because of his remarkable speed and his capacity for anticipating moves. He has the knowledge of every muscle and cell structure of his. Luthor Strode possesses an exceptional level of bodily awareness, extending from the individual muscles, tendons, and ligaments down to each and every cell within his body. This unique power allows him to have a complete and total understanding of his physiological structure. His consciousness is intricately linked to his body's makeup, enabling him to exert conscious control over its various components. With the power of conscious thought, Strode can compel his muscles, tendons, and ligaments to achieve seemingly impossible feats. This encompasses extraordinary actions like snatching bullets from the air using his muscles as a form of makeshift armor. He can also manipulate the toughness and elasticity of his joints, granting him unparalleled flexibility and resistance to damage. This level of control extends even to his intestines, which he can employ as an unconventional weapon, highlighting the creative and versatile application of his unique abilities. Strode's control over his physical makeup highlights the breadth of his superhuman skills. He navigates his surroundings with a significant edge thanks to the intuitive grasp of his body's complex systems. This ability demonstrates how his incredible strength and healing skills are enhanced by a keen understanding of his own body. Is he immortal? He kinda is. Luthor Strode is different from regular people since he has a kind of quasi-immortality. His exceptional lifespan is due in part to the fact he's immune to recognized illnesses and resistant to ravages of aging. In the realm of the comic books, Strode's existence demonstrates incredible resistance to aging and weakness that affects everyday people. As Luthor delves deeper into the abilities, he learns about the existence of others like him, known as the Chosen. This revelation broadens the scope of the story, introducing a complex world of superhumans and their roles in shaping the course of events. This discovery challenges Luthor's understanding of his own powers and connects him to a larger narrative. Notably, the experiences of other people who have the same chosen status as Luthor demonstrate his longevity. People like Kane and Jack the Ripper, who are described in the comic, have survived for ages without consuming food, drinking water, or even breathing air. This raises the possibility that Luthor's body, like his mind, has an innate ability to support its own critical processes, adding to his unique position within the series. It's important to note that there is a specific restriction on Luthor's invincibility. He appears to be immune to normal causes of death, yet he still has some weaknesses. If his heart or brain are damaged, he will die permanently, defeating his quasi-immortality. This restriction adds a layer of tension and risk since, despite his incredible endurance and regenerative skills, his immortality is not absolute and can be revoked by deliberate injury to these vital organs. Marvelous verdict. Luthor Strode, folks, is like a comic book character who had at least 9 extra shots of espresso in the morning. Who else starts off by ordering a workout program from a comic book ad and ends up with superhero-level muscles and abilities? It's like getting a salad and finding out it's actually a rocket ship to Mars. What makes Luthor Strode particularly intriguing is his distinct contrast from the stereotypical superhero archetype. Instead of the traditional ripped figure, he retains a lean physique, even though he exhibits insane strength. This portrayal challenges the notion that physical strength is directly tied to a specific body type. With his simple build and cool powers, Luthor teaches us that anyone can be a hero. So next time you're at the gym or facing a challenge, remember, you might just have some untapped superhuman abilities waiting to burst forth. His story tells us we've all got hidden talents to inspire others. That's it for today, guys.
And if you liked our content, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to us if you haven't already. Have a good one and be safe. Thanks, everyone.